GRE for over 6 years. In my non-Kaplan life, I'm also a clinical social worker. So I guess you could say it's my specialty to guide people through stressful situations and help them take control of their lives. I know that the GRE is not only about learning math concepts or mastering vocabulary, it's a test of endurance and mental focus, which includes conquering your stress. The GRE is undoubtedly one of the more important tests you'll ever take, and how well you do on it can be important in charting the course of your academic plans and career aspirations. Taking the GRE can be an incredible rite of passage, but like any major event, the GRE can also inspire stress, anxiety, and even fear. Stress is a normal feeling to have from the moment you realize you have to take the GRE to get into graduate school to the second you receive your GRE scores. Our goal at Kaplan is not to eliminate your stress, but rather to manage it, to own it, to help you gain mastery over the GRE. Remember, you can control how you approach the GRE. The GRE most certainly does not control you. As we define stress as any factor that can interfere with your test day success, it's important to start thinking about managing your stress now. Stress is not only a factor on test day, but something that can impact your studying as well. And we want to make sure you have all the tools you need to succeed. Have you ever said or thought any of the following? I'm just a bad test taker, or I'm terrible at math or verbal or writing. I do well in school, but I just get so distracted and stressed out when I take standardized tests. I could ace this test if it wasn't timed and I didn't have to watch the clock. You are not alone. I hear these kinds of statements all the time from my students, but today is the day to eliminate these negative phrases from your studying life. The GRE is about critical thinking and utilizing your problem-solving skills, which can be hard to do while you're feeling stressed out. Don't get me wrong, a little stress or anxiety is normal. It means that the GRE is a big deal, that you care about getting into graduate school, and that you're taking the GRE seriously. That's a great place to start. Being a little stressed out can compel you to study and to make a plan. It can keep you engaged during a long exam. What we want to do is hone the powers of stress for good, to help you get that higher score and to help you feel confident on test day. While you are starting your preparation with Kaplan, keep note of your mental, physical, and emotional condition. Checking in with yourself often will allow you to build the skills you need. You may even have someone in your life who really wants to help you. Asking that person to encourage you, get you healthy snacks, and just generally check in can be invaluable. Get them on your side. Let them know what you need and what you don't. Especially that they shouldn't add to your stress by saying things like, shouldn't you be studying? Since you may continue to experience stress in varying ways from now until you finish taking your GRE, this series of stress management videos is designed so that you can come back to it at various points in your studying process. This is the first of 4 chapters. In this first one, I'll be giving you some general tips. The next chapter will help you work stress management into your study plan. Third, we'll focus specifically on managing the stress leading up to test day. Finally, we'll discuss stress during the test itself. To help you get started, here are 6 key points about managing stress. Firstly, congratulate yourself. You've already taken a huge step. You have given yourself a gift by setting aside your time to prepare with Kaplan. We've helped hundreds of thousands of students reach their goals. You'll benefit from our experience throughout your preparation. Also, as a Kaplan-trained student, you now have a structure for your studying, including your online syllabus and Kaplan Smart Reports, our adaptive learning technology that highlights your areas of strength and opportunity. You also have the chance to take multiple trial runs before test day, using the full-length practice tests found in your online syllabus. That's something that most GRE test takers do not have, and knowing that you have these advantages should start you off with confidence. The second step to gaining greater control over your test day stress is to make the GRE real. Set that GRE date. Don't put off scheduling it for another day, even if you're planning on taking it in a few months. If you've already registered for the GRE, awesome. Congratulations. If not, though, do it today.
Okay.
It can be hard to make that commitment, but it's a lot like having a project at school or work. If you have a deadline, you're much more likely to work toward that deadline instead of putting things off. This will help you create a study plan. Make sure you give yourself sufficient time between now and your test day to make the progress you want. We at Kaplan have found that for most students, the right amount of time to commit to focused preparation is about 3 months. Allowing this